to all the dispossessed youth of Africa, for perpetuation of communion with ancestral spirits through the fight for African freedom, and in the firm faith that the dead, the living, and the unborn will unite to build the destroyed.
Hello and welcome, family, to another episode of Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mumbi Seraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways and that you are moving into acclimatizing, beloveds, to your new life. I am reporting from somewhere very tropical and very beautiful, shocked that, Babylon is no longer even hiding its hand. Now there's been crazy global outrage and shock as Biden announced the other day, I think it was even just yesterday, that there would be a new world order was coming into play in the world. And he was talking to, some high-level business partners at the White House, and he was trying to say, this new world order is coming and we'd better be in charge of it. But this has not gone down well. There was a lot of people who came out and were disgusted that he would even say that. But beloveds, that's basically what they've been telling us. And the fact that he was so blatant is what shocked even a lot of Mzungus. The fact that he just said it and many presidents have said it. I think the last one who said it like that was George Bush Sr. at the United Nations, when he talked about, and I think it was during the Cold War, where he talked about how a new world order was coming into play. Churchill even said it, beloveds. And, and this has stoked a lot of, the conspiracy theories. People are now looking at them differently because basically, what those in the know have been saying is that, the New World Order, it's been this belief that a secretive totalitarian cabal of world governments are attempting to establish an international order that would see the people of Earth suppressed under a globalist regime. And basically the common theme is that of a secretive elite, for instance, the Illuminati. And they've been said to be conspiring for years, some say hundreds of years, some say decades, to eventually rule the world through an authoritarian one world government, one world religion, one world money system, one world basically everything. And we can see that they've been, this is the hardest they've gone in creating that, one world system. I mean, they've spent the last 2 years totally destroying the previous world order, destroying the money system of that order. So now everyone has to go digital. We'd seen how China had started this social credit system. Then all of a sudden we saw Canada roll it out, where they were able to just block the funds of protesters, anti-government voices. Block their funds, block their this, block their passports. And so they have been initiating this one world totalitarian government. Here in Africa, beloveds, we lost over 7 leaders who were not playing ball. And it's beyond the double Big Mac at this point. So for him to say that, people were like, what? And the thing is, so they talk about how this globalist elitist system, brotherhoods, would literally put their people in place to be presidents. So they promote this democracy, go into countries where they're literally controlling the media, controlling the voices, so that they're controlling who comes into power. They fund certain people. And right now, if you look, beloveds, even on the continent, there's so many presidents who were groomed by their fathers, who were brotherhood, to be president at such a time as this. One of them is our president right here in Kenya, beloveds. The other is Akufo-Addo. I'm not even going to go into who the others are. But the common theme is that, is this world government, but there's been a lot of reptilian association with this elitist group that was trying to take over the world. So they said a foreign spirit, a foreign energy, a reptilian energy, had kind of come up with the architects of this whole thing. And many historical and modern day figures have allegedly been a part of the secret collective that operates through many front organizations to orchestrate significant political and financial events. Now they've also added health events. This is not a joke. So for Biden to say a new world order is here, he's not just saying it. It's his puppet master speaking. And by the way, this is like Obama's third presidency. You guys need to listen to what Obama had said back in the day when he was asked if he could have a third term, would he do it? And he said, actually, only if I could do it from the basement and I had a figurehead in the front. Like, I don't want to deal with the peoples, but I want to definitely deal with that kind of power. I'm paraphrasing. You guys, this is not good, especially for the global melanated people, because they've always said that the main people behind this, it's not even the reptilians, it's the neo-Nazi, ultimate white supremacy globalists that have been architecting this, and they have been put totally out of balance by this reptilian race, which already harvests on our energy. Research Loosh, family, and how they energetically harvest our fear, our pain, our negative emotions, our sadness, our anxiety. It's like fumes we give off that they eat. I love it. Mm-hmm. So, and it's very unfortunate that this New World Order term has reared its head. Guys, I'm even reading this, and, and they're saying it's basically in reference to Ukraine and Russia, but it's bigger than that. And you'll notice every time they said a New World Order was coming, there was always some kind of war or conflict that they were initiating or had initiated. The world was out of balance when they announced this. Listen to this. As to those behind the New World Order, theories point to everything from the Illuminati to a Nazi Fourth Reich. We've seen a massive, resurrection of the neo-Nazi spirit in Ukraine, actually, to a reptilian alien race that lives within the hollow shell of our own planet as the ones pulling the strings. They say these are the conspiracy theories, but you've seen how many conspiracy theories have come to be true, family. And I share this to say that really, really, you need to be getting into your own narrative, moving into your own story, because this is what they are trying to create. And we will only be able to bring down systems like this when we are operating from our own narratives that have combined together to create our new melanated narrative, because the new earth is here. And we're literally creating it as we speak. But for all of you who say, let's fight this, the only way you bring down world systems is by offering an alternative world system. And that alternative world system, they've blocked out all alternative world systems. They fought them. That's why the Rothschilds control nearly every single central bank in the world, and the countries that are targeted are the ones that didn't have a central bank. Libya, Iraq, North Korea, Russia. Central money systems, central governmental systems. When you're not playing ball, things start to happen to your nation. But we need to organically create this thing, because people are just fighting on such an individual level that we can't come together collectively with that. Which is why I say create your own new narrative, family. Work on that like your life depends on it, because all our lives depend on it. And then from your narrative, from my narrative, from his narrative, from her narrative, if 1 million of us are living in our own narratives, we change the world. Because we're already connected spiritually, even if we don't see it. But we cannot bring down a system if we're not offering an alternative. And that's what Babylon figured out, which is why they destroyed all systems and replaced it with their own, by force. But let's not take lightly what Joe Biden is saying. At all. And I told you, sometimes they're not even speaking to us, they're speaking to their own. They're speaking to their people and giving them signals, yo, this is the time that we're in right now. It might have literally nothing to do with us, family. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Beloveds, the world, I know so many people are waiting for the world to return. You may look outside and it looks like the world has returned to the way it was, but it has absolutely forever changed. Absolutely. So make sure you are also changing. And this is the only time when one world is falling and another world is coming. It's the only time that you have to chart your own path, because the chains of the past have been broken and they haven't fully put in the chains of the future. Tuko pamoja.